Good day and welcome back to another DBZ Dokkan battle video. In this video we are going to take a look at how the LR Physical Janemba performs in the Movie Bosses Extreme Super Battle Road stage. So the Movie Bosses Extreme Super Battle Road stage is an incredibly tough Super Battle Road stage. It's really highly tuned and it's literally designed for only some of the best units in the game, especially in short form content. We have units like Tech Frieza with his EZA, we have the LR Broly EZA, we have Int Broly who's very good, we have Physical Cooler's EZA, and yeah, we just have a lot of really powerful units for this content, and so it's going to be interesting to see how Janemba performs in it. So a good thing about Janemba is obviously his guarding against all types. He then also has the ability to nullify key supers, which is really awesome, and he also increases his attack and defense with every single attack that he performs, which is really good. So overall, we have some pretty interesting kind of functionality for Janemba overall, which I think is really good. So you can see that the units are getting hit really hard. Janemba is taking like 12k and he's got guard against all types, so you can see how hard they're hitting. But realistically speaking, I think Janemba does really well in this stage. He doesn't do a lot of damage with this specific team build. I myself don't really have a Janemba to link with Janemba, so I do kind of struggle from that aspect. I don't have like the perfect linking partner with him. So it is a little bit frustrating for me personally, but you know, overall I think he does really well, especially defensively. He's a really solid unit, he does a lot of good work, he carries a lot of the defensive payload, he can absorb keys, he can nullify them, he can do a really good job defensively. So for me, I just think that Janemba is a really incredible unit, and I think he brings a lot to the table, especially in a stage where they do hit so hard and they do so much damage. I think the level of defensive viability that Janemba brings is really awesome, and I think he does so much good work here that it's very, you know, like, I definitely cannot say he performs badly at all. I think he's fantastic. I do think his offense is a little bit low, but because I do not have an incredible linking partner for him, I mean the most links I can get active is like 3 links, we're not really going to see the best offensively from Janemba. But that being said, he just still provides so much really for the team in general, for the stage in general. He's just really well built. You can see here, like, we can place him in these type of situations. He's really solid. We have his rage mode, which we could utilize, but it is somewhat unlikely to see it. If you are seeing his rage mode in Esbr and Esbr content, then you are probably struggling a bit too much anyway, because by the time you see his rage mode, you have probably gone on too long or used too many items, especially in this stage where there's not a lot else. Like, you kind of have to hit hard and hit fast. So damage wise, he's a little bit low, just on my team specifically, but I think his defensive nuance really makes him shine and really makes him well worth it overall. He's putting in a really good amount of defensive work. He's nullifying supers, he's doing good damage, maybe not incredible damage, but he's doing good damage. He's guarding against all types, which is good, and because he's got guard against all types as first or second attacker in the turn, it activates really frequently, which makes him super solid. So for me, I'm super proud of how Janemba is doing. I really think he's a good unit, and if you do have him, you can definitely use him for this stage. He is a top-notch unit. I just think the only issue with Janemba is that kind of inconsistency in his offensive output. You know, he does tend to struggle to hit huge attack stats if you're not building around him link-wise. You're not seeing like the absolute height or pinnacle of offensive performance from Janemba. If you're looking at him like as a unit, you're not going to be seeing this incredibly huge amount of damage from him, just because he's a very link set heavy unit. If you activate things like Big Bad Bosses, Metamorphosis, he's all of a sudden doing huge numbers. He's doing incredible offensive outputs. He's really like dishing out good damage. And it's not to say that he can't do that good damage. It is just he's a very link dependent unit. He's not a unit that like LR Broly, for example, is far more easily accessible a unit to dish out huge attack stats. But Janemba does a lot of great work. Like Janemba will really push through and do a huge amount of work as a unit. The only issue he does kind of have is that he really only has guard against all types, which is super useful in ESBR and SBR, but with the amount of damage that these guys do, even that is not great. But then again, as you can see with the amount of key supers that are fired, Janemba does an incredible job. So Janemba, I mean, I think he avoids 2 supers here, so that's really, really good from Janemba. I mean, 2 supers, fantastic stuff. So for me, I'm pretty impressed. I'm pretty happy with how Janemba's done. And I think if you do have him, you can definitely build around him. I think taking 2 Janembas is fine, as long as you've got the rest of the offense in the rest of your team. If you have Tech Janemba, definitely bring this Janemba. But yeah, this is one of the hardest stages in the game. It is incredibly finely tuned, and I think his performance overall is really, really good, especially since he can nullify key supers. He's really good against quite a large selection of the enemies here. So he's like probably one of the few movie boss units that's just an exceptional first slot tank. He just, like, not to say that there aren't tanky units, it's just the stage itself is so highly tuned. So he's a very, very good tank. Really, really awesome unit. He does a lot of really, really good damage, and yeah, I'm just really proud of him overall. But let me know what you guys think. Do you like Janemba? Do you not like him? Leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time. But until then, take care, stay safe, and bye.